Hi everybody, I'm Hayden Crawford from the Dreamtime Academy, and thanks so much for tuning in to watch my video today. Now, meditation plays a huge part in your journey to fulfillment, and it helps you lead a much more authentic life and opens your heart to more self-love, self-awareness, and also healing. Now, remember that famous quote by Ringo Starr? He says, at the end of the day, I just end up completely wacky because I make mountains out of molehills. With meditation, I can keep them as molehills. And I think he had a really good point there. Now, let's look at 10 really helpful tips on how you can supercharge your meditations. Number 1 is your posture. Now, it's really important when you're meditating to make sure that your spine is in the upright position. So whether you're sitting cross-legged on the floor or on a chair, just make sure that you visualize your head sort of touching the sky, because the mind and body are intertwined. There's a real connection between the two. So if you're slumped over, you'll find that you might just drift off. So this will keep you nice and focused and able to complete the meditation beautifully. Number 2 are these little fellas, your eyes. Now, I always say that closing your eyes during meditation isn't as effective as keeping them open. Just soften your gaze and maybe lower your eyes a little bit during the meditation, because that way you'll find that you don't drift off into thoughts and stories, which can really be distracting to a beneficial and powerful meditation. But really the choice is yours. Experiment with both different ways and see what works best for you. Number 3 is your focus. Now, in ordinary consciousness, we're hardly ever present. You probably recall a time when you've been driving to work and you're on the road and all of a sudden you arrive at your destination, but you actually have no clue on how you actually got there. You've been completely off with the fairies. Well, in meditation, it's really important to maintain a focus. Now, I want to differentiate this from concentration because it's completely different. Having a point of focus really enables you to be able to complete a successful and very powerful meditation. But concentration really is a little bit too sharp and edgy. So often in a lot of mindfulness meditations, we use the breath as our point of focus. So let's see if that works for you. Number 4 is the breath. Using the breath is a fantastic way of being able to anchor yourself in the present moment. So just observe the breath as you breathe in and breathe out. As you breathe in and breathe out. Just allow it to be natural. Don't try and control it. It doesn't need to be contrived. Just very natural breath, just observing that breath. Number 5 is counting the breath, which is a really ancient meditation practice, which really works because it anchors you in the present moment and it helps you to keep focused as well. So what I mean by this is, as you breathe in, I want you to count to 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, then hold. And then as you breathe out, I want you to count to 5. So you're always giving back a little bit more than you took in. It really is a fantastic technique. Now, if you find that you completely go off track and you get to 137, don't worry, it does happen, especially when you first start meditating. Just take yourself back to 1 again, that resets the timers, and off you go again. Number 6 are your thoughts. Now, it's perfectly normal to have a myriad of different thoughts going through your mind at different points of the day, and it won't change during meditation either, unfortunately. The most important thing here to do is to just acknowledge that you've got them. Don't try and stop them because you'll just get agitated, and choose to let them go. There's lots of different ways in which you can do this. So you can either waft them away with an imaginary paper fan or use the side of a feather, whatever works for you. But literally, don't try and stop them. Just return to the breath and keep going. Number 7 are your emotions. It's so hard to have a really decent and powerful meditation if you're riddled with really difficult emotions such as fear, anger, and shame. Now, fear sends you forward into the future and you tend to make up stories about why you can't do something because it's so scary. Whereas anger and shame send you back into the past and you end up looking at events and circumstances that have bred really horrendous stories in your mind. So the way to overcome this is once this emotion rises to the surface, and say for example it's fear, observe whereabouts that emotion is stored in your body. So you might find it's whirling in your stomach, or you might get a really huge headache. So accept that it's there, but then choose to focus on the body again and let go of the emotion and the stories that are attached to that emotion. And that way you'll get back into that extremely powerful meditation and honour that emotion, but you won't affect your actual meditation. Number 8 is silence. Now you might have heard the term that silence is golden. Well, it's also exceptionally healing. You might see loads of meditation music around, which really sometimes can just quieten down the clatter of the mind, but it's still going on behind the scenes. Often the best way of being able to really get the most out of your meditation is to just have complete and utter peace and quiet around you. That way you can observe what's really going on within the mind. When inner and outer silence merge, that's when you have epiphanies and you can really be in a truly mindful state of exceptional presence. Number 9 is length. Now you might have heard the phrase that length doesn't matter. Well, actually in this case it's true. It's far better that you can spend 10 to 15 minutes a day meditating than not at all. So look at your schedule and work out what works best for you. Now, it actually doesn't do your body any good at all if you try and do an hour or 2 hours of meditation a day. It can actually have detrimental effects. So look at what can work for you and stick to it. And number 10 is place. Now it's great to have a little shrine-like space in the house to be able to meditate. So if you've got a back room, you can take your crystals in there, maybe burn some incense, play some really nice soft gentle music if that's what you like. Otherwise you can go out into nature, go and sit in a field or in a wood or down by the beach. So again, it's whatever works best for you. And then enjoy the process. The most important part of this whole journey as you venture into meditation is to actually love doing it, because the more you love doing something, the more you're going to do it. I've actually created a beautiful soft meditation to get you going. Just a thank you for joining me today, and it's to help you open your heart to more authenticity and self-love. Hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Choose a comfortable space in your home where you won't be disturbed for about the next 15 minutes. And sitting upright, just relax, close your eyes, and begin by concentrating on your breath. Now, throughout this meditation, we're going to be focusing on self-acceptance and increasing our compassion and unconditional love for ourselves and other people. Slowly breathe in deeply to the count of 5. Just allow your whole belly to expand, followed by your chest, so your lungs are full of air. Hold for about another 5 seconds, and finally slowly breathe out for about 7 seconds until your lungs are completely empty. Repeat this process several times. And just deepen your relaxation, but this time, when you breathe in, imagine that you are inhaling peace as a vibrant white light, and exhaling any form of tension or anxiety as a dark cloud. slowing everything down so that your whole body starts to feel loose and floppy, heavy and warm. Now take a few moments to observe the weight of your body either in the chair or on the floor, and any sounds that you can hear, either close up or far away. Any thoughts or feelings that come in, simply observe without judgment and imagine them gently being wafted away with your paper fan, and return your focus to the breath again. Breathing in peace as a white light and tension as a dark cloud. Now I'd like you to imagine a beautiful golden light, similar to sunshine, beaming down through the top of your head, and allow it to flood down throughout your entire being. This warming, beautiful golden light travels down through your face, your neck and shoulders, your arms and hands, your chest and stomach, your hips and thighs, your knees and calves, and finally into your ankles and feet and the toes. So this beautiful light is now filling your entire being. Allow the light to dissolve any areas of tension that you notice are stored at various points of your body. Allow this area to relax to its highest capacity at this moment in time. Now move on to the next area until you reach your heart center. Now at the same time, imagine energetic roots growing down from your feet into the ground beneath you, connecting you to Mother Earth. Allow these roots to continue to penetrate deep into the ground, further and further into the earth, until they reach the center and connect to a bright green light which travels up these roots until it reaches the center of your chest, the location of your heart chakra. Observe any thoughts and feelings and continue to waft them away with your paper fan, and allow this green light at the center of your chest to be your only focus. As you continue to breathe in, imagine this green light intensifying in colour and gaining power and momentum in a circular, clockwise motion. The light glows brightly, like a large emerald. Observe any sensations that you're holding in your heart chakra. It may feel warm or cold, numb or tingly or even painful. Consciously choose to release these sensations as you breathe golden light into this area, imagining them dissolving and disappearing, allowing your green light to shine even more brightly. Now try not to analyze whatever you are consciously releasing. Simply set the intention to let go of all that no longer serves your highest good. Continue to breathe in golden light and imagine the green light expanding in all directions as far as you feel comfortable. I would now like you to repeat the following affirmations. I am grateful for all of the blessings in my life. I forgive myself and others with ease. I am compassionate towards myself and others. Through my vulnerability, I connect to others more deeply. I see others for who they are and love them unconditionally. Love flows to and from me in a balanced manner. I am able to give to others without depleting myself. Now simply return to the breath, breathing in for 5 seconds, holding, and then breathing out for 7 seconds. And as you breathe out, imagine any last remaining tension leaving your body and observe your green light, now brighter than ever. Notice how you're feeling now. Just sit with that for a few moments before starting to become more aware of the weight of your body in the chair or on the floor, listening out for any sounds that you can hear, either close up or far away. And in your own time, as I count up from 5 to 1, you begin to become more aware of your surroundings. And when you open your eyes, you feel better than before, with a renewed sense of energy and vitality. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now opening your eyes and taking a deep breath. To enjoy just having a stretch. Welcome back to